everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this pretty Christmas card. So let's get started. Alright, I've got a piece of Misty Moonlight, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I did score it at 4 1/4. Then I have a couple pieces here of the Tidings of Christmas DSP. This is in the annual catalog, and this one is cut at 5.5 by 3 1/4, and I'll just flip it so you can see the other side of it. This one is cut at 5.5 by 1 inch, and this other side has pretty trees. And then this little piece is 5.5 by 1/2 inches, and you can just see the design on that a little bit. So let's put this part all together. All right, so we're just going to put this right in the middle, this red piece on. There we go. And then we're going to do the Sahara sand, the little snowflakes here. And again, that's going right in the middle, like that. And then it just goes right on our card base, like this. There we go. And now we can work on our other elements. So the stamp set is Tidings and Trimmings, and we're going to be using It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year right here. And it also has matching dies called Christmas Trimmings dies, and I believe this is sold as a bundle as well. This is actually in the annual catalog, so you can see you have a whole bunch of different elements, let me put it this way, to cut out the shapes, plus you have some additional like holly leaves and leaves right here, and we're going to be using this little piece right here. So I already ran that through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Let me just show you how those came out. I ran them in Sahara sand. And then what I did is I took my red cherry cobbler Stampin' Blend, and I just colored the tips to make it look like berries. And I wanted the brush end. Let's see. So I already did this one, you can see. So we'll do this one together. So it doesn't take too much time, and that way it just makes it look like berries. If you used darker cardstock, obviously it wouldn't show up as nicely, but for the Sahara sand, it's nice and light, and you can get the contrast. All right, just 2 more. There we go. So now we have our 2 sets here. We'll put those aside. Then next, I'm using the Seasonal Labels dies. I'm using these 2 pieces here. And let me just show you those. These are in the holiday catalog. So you've got quite a few different elements. And this is part of a big suite. So I don't have all of the pieces, but if you look in the catalog, you can see this is a really nice size label too. Okay, so let me move that before I lose it. So I already took this one and ran it through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. This is Soft Succulent. And then I have a piece of scrap here of Evening Evergreen, and we're going to do our sentiment right on here. We're going to be embossing, so let me just grab my embossing buddy here. Alrighty. And I need some Versamark. Where did that go? Here we go. Alrighty, so we're just going to ink this up in the Versamark. Stamp it on. Let me just make sure that's going to fit. It does. Okay. And then let me grab a piece of scrap paper here. And then our white embossing powder. Oh, I had that on pretty tight. All right, so we'll just go over that. And lately I've been doing it twice just so it picks up on any spots that didn't quite get it the first time. Embossing powder can get a little messy, but I just love it. I've been using it quite a bit recently. All right, so let's grab the heat tool. And we will heat this up. There we go. And now we're going to run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine as well. So let me pull that up here. All right. Put that on. And it just fits inside of this. So you just got to be careful when you're putting it on. Make sure it doesn't move. And we'll send it through. Alrighty. Let's get that out of the way. Then we can put the pieces together. It's a really pretty quick card today. The DSP is doing most of the work for us. So this piece we're going to adhere right down like this. And then for these, what I did is I just kind of layered them on like this. And then I made sure they were going to work here. You know what? I'm going to trim off those ends just a little bit. Grab some scissors. There, I don't want them hanging out the other end. There we go. All right, so let's try and position them again just to make sure we have them in the right spot, and then we'll adhere them. So that's good. And then if we put that over, let's move them up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So we're going to take some glue dots, and I'm basically just going to leave them there and tuck this underneath. They're moving a little bit on me, but that's okay. They don't need to be exact. There we go. Is that one in good too? Yep. All right, so then we're going to put on some dimensionals on this piece here, our sentiment. All right, center that right on here. There we go. And then I just did a little bow with some of this Baker's Essential Twine. This is in the annual catalog. I use this quite a bit. It's nice just because I thought it needed just a little something else, but I didn't want something overpowering because that DSP is just so pretty. So let's see. All right. And I'm just going to fuss with it to get it the way I want it to look. Let's see. That looks good. That's a little twisted. There we go. All right, so let's trim off that end. Is that even? Not really. There we go. And we're just going to roll up a little glue dot. Place it on the back here. Not on my fingernail. They're so little sometimes. And then we're just going to place it right here. And we are all set. So this is the one we made. And this is our original. And I just wanted to thank you for your time. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.